Hey everyone! Ever wonder how some people just have that knack for making conversations feel effortless and engaging? You know, the kind where you walk away feeling like you've truly connected? Well, a big part of it comes down to a fascinating psychological trick called open loops. Today, we're diving deep into the art of engaging conversations, specifically with the amazing women in your lives. We'll uncover the secrets of open loops and other techniques that'll make you a conversational superstar. And hey, happy International Women's Day to all the incredible women out there. To celebrate, we've got a little something special for you. Be sure to check the description box for a link to a special Women's Day gift, just a little something to make you smile. Chapter 1. Keep them hooked. Okay, let's talk open loops. Imagine you're watching a movie, and just as the action is about to reach its peak, bam, cliffhanger. You're left wanting more, right? That's the magic of open loops. It's about creating anticipation and keeping the other person engaged. Think of it like this. Instead of giving away the entire plot of your story at once, you sprinkle in little teasers. You start with a captivating hook, maybe something like, "You won't believe what happened to me today." Then you pause, maybe even change the subject for a bit before circling back and revealing the rest. This little bit of mystery keeps them on the edge of their seats, eager to hear what you have to say next. And the best part? It's not about being manipulative. It's about creating a natural flow of conversation that feels exciting and dynamic. So next time you're chatting with someone, sprinkle in a few open loops. Chapter 2. It's not just about hearing, it's about connecting. You know that feeling when you're talking to someone, and you can just tell they're not really listening? Their eyes might be glazing over, or maybe they're just nodding politely while checking their phone. Not cool, right? Active listening is the opposite of that. It's about being fully present in the conversation, truly hearing and absorbing what the other person is saying. It's about making them feel seen, heard, and valued. Now, how do you actually show someone you're actively listening? Well, it's the little things. Make eye contact. When you maintain eye contact, it shows you're focused and interested in what they have to say. Nodding your head every now and then is another great way to show you're following along. And don't forget about those verbal cues. A simple or really can go a long way in showing that you're engaged. But here's the real secret sauce of active listening. Asking follow-up questions. This shows you're not just passively listening, you're actively trying to understand their perspective and delve deeper into the conversation. Chapter 3. Let your body do the talking. Have you ever noticed how a simple smile can instantly brighten someone's day? That's the power of body language, my friends. It's a universal language that can speak volumes without saying a single word. When it comes to engaging conversations, your body language is just as important as your words. Think of it like this. Your body is a messaging system, and every gesture, every posture, every expression is sending out signals. So what kind of signals do you want to send? Well, for starters, let's talk about the importance of open body language. This means avoiding crossed arms or legs, which can make you appear closed off or unapproachable. Instead, keep your arms relaxed at your sides, or use them to gesture naturally as you speak. Eye contact, as we talked about before, is crucial. It shows you're present, interested, and engaged. But don't turn it into a staring contest. Keep it natural and comfortable. And don't forget about the power of a genuine smile. It's contagious, it's disarming, and it instantly makes you more approachable. Chapter 4. The secret ingredient to lighten the mood and spark connection. Okay, let's be real. Who doesn't love a good laugh? Humor is like the spice of life. It adds flavor, lightens the mood, and makes everything more enjoyable. It's a secret weapon for creating engaging and memorable conversations. You don't need to be a stand-up comedian. It's about finding those little moments of shared laughter. Share funny anecdotes or observations. Embrace self-deprecating humor. Laugh at yourself, and don't take things too seriously. Chapter 5. The key to unlocking deeper conversations. Have you ever been stuck in a conversation that felt like pulling teeth? You know, the kind where you're stuck answering yes or no questions? Yeah, let's not do that. The secret is mastering open-ended questions. These invite the other person to share their thoughts and feelings. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" Try, "What was the highlight of your day?" Open-ended questions show genuine interest and keep the conversation flowing. Chapter 6. Weaving magic with words and connecting on a deeper level. You know, some of my favorite conversations have been those where someone shared a personal story that truly resonated with me. It's like a window into their world, their experiences, their joys and challenges. Storytelling is a powerful tool for connecting with others on a deeper level. It allows you to share your experiences, your values, your unique perspective on the world. And when you share your stories, you invite others to do the same, creating a beautiful exchange of vulnerability and connection. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But Ellen, I'm not a writer. I don't have any interesting stories to tell. Trust me, everyone has a story to tell. It doesn't have to be some grand adventure or life-changing experience. Think about the little moments that make up your life. A funny encounter with a stranger, a childhood memory that always makes you smile, a time you overcame a challenge. These are the stories that make you who you are, and they're the stories that others will connect with. Chapter 7. The secret sauce to making others feel valued and understood. You know that warm, fuzzy feeling when someone genuinely listens to you? It's like a breath of fresh air, making you feel heard and valued. Genuine interest transforms ordinary conversations into extraordinary connections. Ask follow-up questions and show empathy. Listen with your heart, not just your head. Create a safe space for others to open up. Put away distractions and truly focus on them. Chapter 8. The inner glow that makes you unforgettable. You know those people who just seem to light up a room when they walk in? They have this aura of confidence that's both magnetic and inspiring. Confidence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and showing up authentically. When you're confident, it shows in your body language and energy. You radiate self-assurance that draws people in. Building confidence can be a journey. It's not always easy to silence inner critics. Focus on your strengths. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? Focus on your positive qualities. Stand tall, make eye contact, and let your inner confidence shine. Chapter 9. The magic words that brighten someone's day and make you more approachable. You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when someone gives you a genuine compliment? It's like a little burst of sunshine, a reminder that you're appreciated and valued. Well, guess what? Giving compliments is just as rewarding as receiving them. It's a simple act of kindness that can instantly brighten someone's day and make you more approachable and engaging. Now, when I say compliments, I'm not talking about those generic, overused phrases that lack sincerity. It's about finding those specific, genuine details that you truly appreciate about the other person. Instead of saying, "You look nice," try something like, "That color looks amazing on you, it really brings out your eyes." See the difference? The first compliment is vague and impersonal, while the second is specific and heartfelt. Here are a few more tips for giving compliments that truly resonate. Be sincere. Only give compliments that you genuinely mean. Be specific. Instead of general compliments, focus on specific details that you appreciate. Chapter 10. Leaving then wanting more. You know that feeling when you're having such a great conversation that you don't want it to end? Well, ending a conversation gracefully is just as important as starting one strong. It's about leaving a lasting positive impression and making the other person eager to chat with you again. Think of it like the grand finale of a fireworks show. You want to end with a bang, leaving them in awe and wanting more. So how do you achieve this conversational magic trick? First, don't just abruptly end the conversation. It can come across as rude or disinterested. Instead, give them a heads up that you need to wrap things up, but in a way that doesn't make them feel rushed. Next, take a moment to summarize the key points of your conversation. This shows that you were actively listening and that you valued what they had to say. And finally, express your desire to chat again soon. Well, that's a wrap, everyone. I hope you enjoyed these tips on mastering the art of engaging conversations. Remember, it's all about being present, showing genuine interest, and creating a comfortable and enjoyable experience for both of you. Don't forget to check the description box for that special Women's Day gift link, because every day should be Women's Day, am I right? And if you found these tips helpful, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content and share it with your friends. Let's spread the love and keep those conversations flowing.